Hello, welcome to another video. And in this video, we have a sequel of probably my most successful video. It is How Realistic Are ARK's Creatures Part 2. Part 1 will be in the eye currently. Forgot my pointer before the video started. Again. Alright, for the first one, we have the Tropeognathus. This is probably the newest dinosaur that they added. I mean, wyverns aren't dinosaurs, nor are pterosaurs, but one of the newest creatures added to the game, along with the crystal wyvern and the crystal wyvern queen. I give this guy a 6. I really only advise the wings to be round. More pigna fiber edge, because this is not enough. And the crest on the beak to be less amplified and be more like a circle instead of a triangle. In all, I would give this a 6 of 10. Next, we have the Parasaurolophus. I give this a 4. He's not really the Parasaurolophus we have today. First of all, he is fully bipedal. He never comes to the ground, not while running, not while walking. In this representation, we see a para walking on 2. I mean 4, but when they run, they usually walk on 2. The next big one is the pronation of wrists. I think that these are not pronated. No, they are. They're fine. Pronation is fine for the para. The next big thing is the spine ridge. All of this. Why? Why do you gotta add this? It's supposed to be smooth. You're supposed to be able to ride it without the spikes obliterating your privates. And the tail is much too thin. The tail should be a balancer for a bipedal creature, not just a thing that just sticks out. This is on an angle, though. I have tamed a Parasaurolophus in ARK, and I would say that the tail is still slightly undersized, but it's not that big of a deal. It's also slightly smaller than the actual thing. Other than that, it's fine for the para. Next, we have the Utahraptor, or just the raptor for short. I covered this guy in another video, Eye in the Corner again. Basically, we need way more feathers than this, man. We gotta have more feather. He's basically just a big bird with a big killing claw on the index toe. No pronation. This is an excellent example of pronated wrists. No feather crest. This was a myth. Found not that long ago, I think in the early 2000s. I don't remember. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But feather crests did not exist. Basically, just more feathers, no pronation, and he needs to be more skin on this claw. If he wants to raise it up, give it some muscles in the toe so he can actually raise it up instead of just biting and gnawing on you until you're dead. Basically, that's it for the Utah. 2 of 10. Hyaenodon. This is actually pretty realistic. They hunt in packs, which is a good thing. In the game, they hunt in packs of up to, I think it's up to 6. I haven't encountered these guys in a while. They kind of acted like hyenas, not really though. They weren't hyenas. They were bear dogs. Which were the main predators of the old world, back in the Miocene and Oligocene. These guys were pretty big too. This little guy here is undersized. You probably wouldn't be able to tame these because they would chase you and devour you, unlike the ones that run away if you pet them in ARK. Basically, 8 of 10, pretty good. Just undersized. Next, we have the Archaeopteryx. I give this a 6. Um, this is actually the color we know Archaeopteryx to be like. We had 4 studies of creatures: Microraptor, Archaeopteryx, Sinorthenosaurus, and Confuciusornis. Archaeopteryx did have teeth. It probably had a tiny little feather crest, but in the game, it just acts like a parachute. I don't think if you grabbed onto a seagull, it could fly away with you. This is about the size of a large seagull, and it probably couldn't carry you away. In all, 6 of 10. Next, we have the Phorusrhacos. I give this a 4. Why is this a naked spot here? I don't get that. I would just cover this with feathers. It just looks weird. The beak needs to be more like a dagger, so that the bird would kind of stab you with its beak. I don't know what this little spike here is for. In the game, everything has a purpose. The spike has no purpose. Just there for aesthetics. And the tail is a bit too big. These things weren't dinosaurs. These were birds. They had small tails with pygostyles on the end. All in all, 4. Next, we have the Pegomastax. This is pretty good. The only real issues I have: pronation of the wrists, the jaw. Why does he have an underbite? This guy was a normal dinosaur. He had like normal jaws, not an underbite. He did have these little canines though. Great for the plants and defense. The feathers were pretty good on this guy. Going up to the tail is pretty average for a feathered ornithichian, as we see with Kulindodromes. Yeah. He didn't also walk on 4 feet. He walked on 2. 7 of 10. Next, we have the Beelzebufo. This guy is actually pretty low for big reasons. 1. The ARK Beelzebufos spawn in swamps. The real ones probably spawned in... Not spawned, they spawned in ponds, but they really live in deserts, like semi-arid deserts, and also temperate forests, not the swamps. 2. Beelzebufo couldn't hop. In the game, they're known for hopping. They are one of the best mobility mounts, but in the game, they're a good mobility mount. In real life, they're not very mobile, and you can't ride them. They were probably about the size of like an iPad. A bit larger than an iPad or a tablet. And Beelzebufo couldn't do the tongue thingy. Didn't really have a tongue. He just scooped stuff up. He didn't need it. He hunted dinosaurs, not bugs. Next, we have the Thylacoleo. I give this an 8. In real life, they did have the little thumb spikes here. Thumb spikes. In real life, they were excellent tree climbers. But in the game, they're pretty oversized. I mean, this thing, you would stand up to here. That's real big for a marsupial. They did get the incisors and all the teeth right, which is good. They did pounce on stuff from the trees. They did get the correct lifestyle and habitat, though. All in all, 8. Next, we have the Basilosaurus. I give this a 7, slightly lower than the Thylacoleo because, one, this little fin. Basilosaurus didn't have this. That's minor, but, Basilosaurus also couldn't jump out of the water in the game. They could jump out of hiccups, sorry. In the game, they can jump out of the water like a dolphin. In real life, they probably wouldn't because they were 65 feet long. Much too large. Way too large to jump. Alright, now we have the Troodon. 4 of 10, just less feathering. These guys had way more feathers. They were the most bird-like dinosaurs in the world. Along with that, they probably didn't hunt in packs. All in all, 4. And lastly, we have the Oviraptor. I give this a 5. First of all, common misconception, they did not steal eggs. The people that discovered Oviraptor, yet meaning egg hunter, Oviraptor was actually defending its own eggs instead of stealing Protoceratops eggs. 2, what is up with these feathers? There's barely any featherage. It should cover the whole body. Like I said before, one of the most bird-like dinosaurs. But I do like how they're not pronated to pick up eggs, but Oviraptor probably did eat eggs, but very, very minimal eggs, as much as a Velociraptor would eat eggs. When in scarce times, just steal from a Protoceratops or Gigantoraptor. Basically, yeah, that's it for the video. Anyways, see you next time.